This time out of 4. Self-induced. We are off and running. Like Danny Fitty is giving himself some work to do. Chris tells me he's got the fast car. Let's see if that's still true. Talking about what Chris Cooper did. Got a 5'8" from Belusic, 5'8" from Finley, now 5'6" from Belusic. It is Chris, Richard, Dan, Tiffany, Danny. Oh, Danny has been around in 4. Ends up getting put by your leader and spun back line. Down the front comes the leader. He runs a 789 Rainbow Sparkles colored car with a butterfly on the hood. The true Chris finally emerged, ladies and gentlemen. He leads Richard Clickner by 3 seconds. Stan Lyons half a second back. That's a good pair to watch. Down the back they go. Second place, Richard for the black 90 car. Dan Lyons running the white with blue 45. They're coming out of 4. They are heads up. A quarter second apart as Dan starting to close in from behind. Oh, Danny ends up in the infield. He's going to drive on. Oh, eventually, Chris Belusic on a 42 and 405. That'd be a PB by a couple of seconds for Chris. He is now working the 2-3 cars in his Rainbow Sparkle 789 car. Oh, he tries a hole that wasn't quite there. That may put him back. He's down to 41 and 4 flat, now 41-40 in 404. He can pick some of that back up. A minute and a half down, 2.5 remaining. It's Chris, Dan, Richard, Tiffany, and Danny. Your leader coming out of 4. He's looking strong here. He's got 2 seconds behind him, the Dan line. Dan a little high in 1 and 2, but generally making the car work. Richard closing in now after that 1 and 2. Danny is a lap out. Well, Annie ends up in the infield once again. Tough time. Let's see about the tire choice. 2 minutes in. 2 minutes to go. Chris, Dan, Richard, your top 3. Danny and Tiffany are half a second apart at the back of the field. Dan with his best lap of 5'8". Richard has a 5'7". Your leader has a 5'5". 5'6" for Danny, 5'9" for Tiffany. So everybody's in the 5s here. Leader coming out of 4. Tiffany looked like she's going to roar up on Chris right there. Got a minute 35 to go. Dan holding out over Richard, but they're still very competitive as they head on to the back. Both cars working well in this one. Richard's starting to close in. He's 3/10 of a second behind Dan. Looking to apply some screws here. He makes the inside cut coming out of 4. They are nose to rear. And Richard ends up taking second. Dan now looking to third. On to the back they go. Last 2 trophy spots. Chris Belusic is 4.5 seconds out of the second place car. Dan Lyons less than half a second behind Richard. 10 seconds to Tiffany and Danny in that order. Quarter second apart. Your heads up coming out of 4. Danny with the inside line. Makes a pass down the front into 4th. Less than a minute to go, driver. It is. Chris is once again on this pair. And once again, fearfully trying to get past them. Or he could just sit there. Oh, man, ends up hooking a pipe. He has been error-free until then, I think. 40 seconds to go. Chris working some traffic in Rainbow Sparkles. Richard now pretty strongly in second with a 1.5 seconds behind him to Dan. Dan still a solid third. 10 seconds ahead of 4th place Finley. Chris now looking for his way past the second place driver. He finds it. Richard was compliant there with 15 seconds to go. Oh, watch him 2, watch him 3, watch him 3. Nothing actually happened out of there except everybody was delayed. Everybody's wrapping up here. Chris coming in first, Richard in second, Dan in third, Danny in fourth, Tiffany in fifth. Good race out there, guys. Chris Belusic with 40 and 4 flat, taking home the win with a hot lap 5.56. Richard 39 in second, Dan 39, just 3 seconds out of second, sitting in third. Then it's Danny with 37 and Tiffany 36.